Thanks a lot for joining us this morning. We have a very special guest here on WTVY this morning. He played 23 years in the major leagues, ended up with an all-time record 755 home runs. He is none other than Mr. Hank Aaron. Thank you for joining us this morning, Hank. And saw you come in sniffing a little bit, but I hope you're doing okay.
I'm fine. I'll manage.
What I want to ask you about, you're in Troy last night to talk to some students. What was it that you like to relay to the students when you talk to them?
Well, of course, I like to talk to them, especially as I said before. I like to talk to them about motivation and try to keep their eye on the prize. Especially minority kids. I like to talk to our students, black kids, because it's when we start talking about heroes, special kind of heroes, and I've always said you got to be very careful about labeling somebody at being a hero and somebody that another person can emulate. I just feel like I've been very successful. I was very successful at playing baseball. I hit a lot of home runs. I played in a lot of games. I played in World Series, and you can go on and on and on. But the most important thing is that what do I bring to the other? What do I bring to our students? What do I bring to the black community?
Excuse me, do you feel that with your stature that you're able to kind of capture their attention a little more with the fame that you have been able to achieve, and you're able to get your message across a little easier than most people would be able to?
Yes, I think so, and I think I got to be very careful about that, and I have to walk on, not on eggshells, but I have to be very careful about how I approach that, because I realize that a lot of kids and a lot of people look up to me, and they say, oh, I want to be like Hank Aaron. Little do they realize they may not ever hit a home run, but there's something at the end of the rainbow for them too also. And I think that I have to be very careful and try to get the message across to them that the most important thing is for them to continue their education and get themselves a decent education and go on to school.
Now, I know you're still involved with the Braves organization, still involved somewhat in baseball, and I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts on the way that Major League Baseball is going these days, compared to the days that you played?
Well, I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed in some of the things that have happened in the past few years. 2 or 3 years ago, we had a strike. I think that still is somewhat of a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. Baseball players and a lot of people in generally don't cater to the public, in which the public is the one that carries the ball. A lot of the owners against the players against the owners, the union against everybody. So I think that overall, I think that baseball has somewhat of a black mark, but I believe that it's on the way back. I really do. I believe that you see a lot of players now realize the fact that if it's not for the fans, then they wouldn't be out there playing.
One quick question as we wrap up. Can we ever get the fan loyalty back to baseball?
I think we can. Baseball went through some tough times, the Black Sox scandal and some other things, but baseball is always going to be baseball, and I believe that baseball is on its way back, because you have to realize that everybody can play baseball, and I think that once the sun come out, smell the popcorn, I think everybody's going to be in the ballpark.
Amen to that. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mr. Aaron. I hope you enjoyed your trip back to Alabama.
Thank you.
And that's Mr. Hank Aaron here on WTVY this morning. Now, back to you.